Hello, this is BrickMeister back for another video, and today I am actually doing a review of the Scorpion Pyramid, which is an old 2012 set. And let me just say, this is a really good Lego set. I really love it. It's kind of spoiling the review, but that's okay with me. This is probably going to be the title. I haven't decided yet, but most likely the title's going to be this Lego set I've been waiting for. Because it is the Lego set I've been waiting for. This thing's awesome, and I've always wanted old sets, and I just got... If you remember my minifigure haul, you can always go back to find that video. It wasn't too long ago, maybe like a month ago, and or I got the minifigures for that. Well, this is now the sets where those minifigures came from, and here is one of the sets. This is probably the one I was most eager to get when I figured out I got minifigures from it. So, yeah, this is set number 7327. It has, let's see, brick set. It's acting up. It has a certain number of pieces. It has 780 something pieces. That's all I remember. But okay. Well, anyways, brick set's acting weird. So it has 780 something pieces. It has 7 minifigures, as you can see here. I hope it's 7. I'm doing this all by memory, so if I have some details wrong, I am sorry. So yeah, now let's get on to those minifigures. So here is Jake Reigns. He is obviously the star of Pharaoh's Quest. He comes in 4 sets, so he is pretty common. I think they only had like 5 sets, 5 or 6. Sorry about the little shaky cameras acting up a bit. Anyways, so you can see he's a very nice figure. He's obviously their copy of Johnny Thunder, which I will show you in a bit. I'll show you him side by side with Johnny Thunder, and because I just got Johnny Thunder, and he's very nice. An interesting fact for the Legoland stuff, they have like an adventurous theme for like the hotel and stuff, but they literally have him wearing Johnny Thunder's hat, which I think is kind of funny. And he's a very cool figure. You can see the back. Actually, some of the other, not like the main characters, but some other characters have alternate expressions, but he doesn't. Actually, I don't know if any of the other main characters in this set, but I know in another Pharaoh's Quest set, which I'll get to maybe in 2 days or tomorrow, well, depending on when you see this, of course. And you can see no alternate face. Very nice hair. Just a normal hair piece, but yeah. And you can see the torso there. Just focusing on the pyramid. Why is it doing that? Anyways, so that is Jake Reigns, and on to the next figure. So here's our second figure. This is Mac McCloud, and he is probably my favorite figure of the set, but mainly because he looks a lot like Bruce Willis in Die Hard. If you take this off and you look at what Bruce Willis looks like in Die Hard, it's really similar with the face print and everything. So yeah, very nice. And he has an interesting hat too, which I think is kind of a funny hat, especially for he's supposed to be like the cool, tough guy. Obviously like Bruce Willis, or at least that's what it seems. You can see he has very nice printing and very detailed, like the chest hair and stuff for kids, but adults like it too, so yeah. And for the back, he just has no face printing. He has suspenders, which I don't think Bruce Willis had in Die Hard, but it still looks a lot like him, so I'm just going to say it looks a lot like that figure, so I really like this figure. It's a nice face print. It all just goes really well with it. So yeah, that was Mac McCloud, or Bruce Willis. Now on to the next figure. So here's our next figure. This is the professor, I guess, Professor Archibald Hale, which he's supposed to probably be like the person who's digging up stuff, like looking for stuff to find. And you can see very interesting figure, probably one that wouldn't like fight the pharaohs, but more be there to collect all like the relics and stuff. And with a name like that, they're kind of going with the adventure stereotype. That's kind of how the set goes, and I don't mind that. It reminds me of a lot of like Indiana Jones, and for that I really like it. And I kind of wish that I maybe had the other sets. They only had like 6 sets, unfortunately, so it's not much. But I really, really enjoy the 2 sets that I got. So, yeah. And now for the figure, it comes with this nice satchel, I guess I'll call it. Very nice head or face print, not head print. He has a hat, kind of like a detective's hat. He has really detailed printing. They pulled all the stops for printing for this. See on the back there, no back face printing like any of the others, or alternate face, but that's okay. So overall, another very nice figure. So here's the flying mummy, and very nice figure. You can see he has a very nice molded wings. You can see he has a very nice torso print, very nice leg print, and head print too. And not only that, the cool head, and you can see back. I don't know, I can't really show it that well, but you can see he looks very nice. So overall, very good figure. I'm very happy to have him. So here's our next figure. This is the Anubis guard, and he is a very nice figure. You can see a very nice, I guess, beetle shield. That kind of rhymes there. And you can also see he has a sword there. And there are 2 of them, by the way. Oh, wait. There are 2 of him, by the way. So, yeah, it comes with 2. And he has a very nice head mold. If you don't know, I love head molds. And I also love hair hat combos and, like, those. Any mold or, like, special piece I really love. For, like, any special piece for minifigures, I really love. Let's see, even down. Whoops! Even down. There he is, really nice. He has a little back torso printing, but that's pretty much it. So, I think I have these stands kind of sitting on some, I guess, 2x2s, so, well, and some 1x2s connected together. But anyways, when it's on some 2x2s, and they kind of fall off sometimes. So anyways, that was the Anubis guard. Now on to our last figure. So here is our next figure. This is Amset Ra. It's kind of a funny name. So this is like, I guess, the main bad guy or the pharaoh of this whole line, I guess. And he has very nice, or he or she, because something I'll show you in a minute kind of looks like a she. So you can see he or she has a very nice leg prints and torso prints. So it's all very nice. On the back, nice back torso print. Whoops, keeps falling over. And then you can see that's his first face, which is pretty good. Now he's falling over. So, my God, nope, this isn't good. Okay, got him. If you're still watching this, thanks for working with me. Let's see. So now he's in focus. And you can see he has a very nice back, alternate head expression, I guess. And yeah, I really like this figure overall. All the figures for this line in general are awesome. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now let's get on to the car. So here's a car, and it's actually a very nice build. I love how they use these tracks in the back. Whereas, like, some of them, they make a kind of high-pitched sound. Another car, which is in another set that I got completely full with no missing parts whatsoever, which I will do a review of soon. And you can see, very nice. It rolls very good, and that's what I like about it. So it's a very good build. You can see there's this gun here. this is actually missing a piece, this gun, because it had a piece that was supposed to make it look bigger, like a machine gun or something. But I unfortunately don't have that piece. So this one isn't complete. It's pretty much complete, just like small details like that is what I'm missing. And those probably were falling off, and they might or might not be with all the Lego stuff that I got, because I got a lot of stuff and they're like in a huge bin. Very nice. I love this grill piece they use here in the center. It's a very cool piece. On the back they have some storage. You can kind of, not really, but if you wanted to, you could have a figure in there, right there, just holding the gun, and he could just be kind of flying, like holding the gun, but not actually hitting the floor, because he can't really hit the floor. It's too, unless you, of course, got rid of the gun, then you could. So, yeah, overall, it's a very good car. Also, another thing, it drives on the left, so obviously it is from Europe. So, anyways, well, now let's get on to that scorpion. So before I start talking about this scorpion itself, I just want to say I said the left side and I meant the right for the car. Anyways, so as you can see, this scorpion probably has the biggest flaw of the set. You can see he's missing a whole claw. It's a pretty big deal. But that's the biggest. The others are just like small details that even from like back there you can see it doesn't look that big. So yeah. Anyways, you can see nice print for the eyes. And he has this kind of thing. I don't know exactly what to call it. That's kind of where they have this stinger. And overall, this claw is very nice. The legs, they work for its purpose. They're not the sturdiest. They work, but you just kind of have to move them because they kind of, whoops. Let me just kind of fix it so you can see it standing. Which you kind of saw earlier, but still. So you can see you do have to adjust the legs a lot to get it to stand upright. But it works, and it gets its purpose. And it's pretty easy to just sit on the top of the pyramid. You can position its legs so it sticks on pretty well. So that is very nice. So yeah, overall it's a good build. Now let's get on to the build itself. So here's the big pyramid itself. And it's a very nice set. It's pretty big. It has a decent amount of pieces. I was surprised. Maybe it was just because I was opening on the bag and it was kind of together already. But it didn't seem like it had too much pieces. But it's really big. And it's really cool. So first off, let's act as if we were walking up to the front steps. You can see it looks pretty normal. There's a snake pit, which I can show you. Whoops, let me just do that there, and nice snake pit. You can see there is the stairs, and these stairs have a very special purpose. You can probably tell from these things. And you just lift it up, and it will lift up, and there's some space. You can see there's a scorpion just sitting in there. You could have a minifigure, like after a fight, they could kind of, I guess, they could get rid of them underneath the stairs. That got dark. Anyways, so yeah, that was the stairs. You can see some pillars, lots of nice details like sticker use for that, and here is a pit. I see that kind of funny. And this pit is a scorpion there, which is nice. They have a decent bit of scorpions. I think it's like 3. I only found 2, but apparently there's 3. And here is, this might look like a normal wall. Kind of sticks out a little bit, doesn't it? Well, there's a reason for that. If you do that, then you'll have this coffin pop out. And this is where you can seat in this coffin here. You can put in your figure for the Pharaoh. But you do have to take this off, but it still has a purpose in the set, believe it or not. So you're actually meant to take it off, which is very cool that they did that. So let me just see, kind of doesn't, it's having trouble getting in there, but to get him in, he fits well. It's just the trouble of getting him to sit on the studs there. And then you can just stick the top of the coffin back on into there. And here you can see there's also this clip that kind of sticks out there. And that's because you can put a stick of dynamite in it. I currently don't have that stick of dynamite. Didn't come with it. And I don't have any in my collection either, fortunately. So that kind of happened. So now we'll get into the front door, which has another play feature I just realized yesterday. And this has been built for a couple of days now. So if you pull these here, it can move. And you can move the doors from the inside. It's just a lot harder. So the fact that you can move it like that is really neat. You can do the same with both doors. And then you can have the doors closed like that. It looks nice. And then you can just do that and it opens. That simple. Oh wait, it went the wrong way. There. So that is really nice. Now let's get into that interior. So here is the back or the interior. And you can see it's a pretty nice interior. There is a gem that's supposed to go there, but I couldn't find it. So yeah, it looks like a random jumper, but it's not. And while I'm there, actually, I'll just get to what this is. This is for that there. So it's the thing you just push down there, and it'll activate it. It's pretty nice. Since it's from 2012, if you don't already have it, you most likely won't have it. So I figure, don't want to spoil anything. I mean, I do want to spoil stuff because you probably won't never get to have it. Sorry. But anyways. Yeah, unless, of course, you went to eBay or BrickLink or any of those. You could buy it for like $120. I think it used to be at $80, so it's definitely gone up in price. And there's where the Pharaoh's hat goes, so it does have a purpose, and a pretty nice one, where you can have maybe at the same time as him coming out of the tomb, you could have another character finding that, and then he could like all of a sudden come awake and be like, I am ready to destroy you. And see in the back behind that there, you can see that wheel. I thought you had to like turn that wheel or push that blue piece, which kind of looks, it sticks out a little bit. So I thought that you push that blue piece back there and it would close the wall. But it turns out that they actually have a neat play feature for that, which is nice. I don't even think they showed it in the instructions. And then here, this obviously sticks out. Well, if we go up to the second level here, you can see there is some. So you may notice that cone piece kind of stands out here. And here's the second level, not too much detail. Pretty bland, but you can see there's this little thing with those 1x2 bricks. And that actually, it's combined with that cone, is a play feature. So let's say one of your characters, like, let's say John McClane here, is looking through that stuff like, what's going on? Well, you can pull this out, and he'll fall down into the second level. Well, the first level, actually. There. And then he'll be in the Pharaoh's hands. And then he'll be in big trouble. Until he gets help from the hero. Unless he's the hero, then he needs help himself. So, overall, this is a nice set. I can kind of show you. Oh, and these panels here, you can notice for some missing pieces. There's a missing piece there. I'll just warn you if there's any pieces you're like, wait, why isn't this there? It's because I don't have it. So there's a little missing pieces, but not much. So they use these panels. They move a little bit, but not too much. You can see. Whoops. Moved it a little too much. There. So you can see there's not much room to move them. So it's pretty nice. Just kind of like that. But they work well. So overall, very nice set. I'll just show you it quickly before I talk about my final thoughts. Oh, and there's this little pillar here which isn't complete. That is, there's a 2x2 kind of, I guess, plate. Why can't I think of the word? Anyways, one of these things goes here and here. But I unfortunately couldn't find it. And it's kind of a weird piece, so I don't have it in my collection. So, it just kind of sits there looking a little different than it's supposed to. But it still looks pretty similar. So, that was my review of the pyramid. Now onto my final thoughts. So, overall, I really like this set. I think it's like a really good set. It's literally the Lego set I've been waiting for. It's really awesome. Definitely going to continue to look at this. Probably put it on display somewhere. I'm really happy to have this. Really awesome. That included pretty much all the pieces, or really the most important pieces. The only ones are like little details that I made sure, if like there's multiple pieces, I made sure to make most of the missing ones in the interior, because that's not really the detailed part. So most of the missing pieces are going to be in the interior, so the outside or the exterior looks really good. So I'm really happy with it, and thanks to my babysitter for bringing me this, because it's really awesome. And yeah, that was my video. This is the BrickMeister signing off.